Hello, good morning, happy Sunday. A little delayed today because I really want to figure out the audio, but I can't quite figure it out. So here we are, back again for another Sunday service. If you don't know me well, my name is Danelle, and this is a weekly offering that I started a couple weeks back as a way to be of service to the community and beyond. What does that mean? So I teach yoga professionally. I've been doing it for, what year is it? 2026. It'll be 16 years this summer, and so 15 and a half years. And a lot of my journey has been just to make this profession sustainable and a livelihood that I enjoy, part of my career, my professional endeavors and my own personal evolution. And I also know that there's a wide opportunity for all of us as the collective to be of service to each other. So yes, in a way, teaching yoga is a service, but I also am compensated for that service, just like say you went to a hair salon or a nail salon or, got your transmission replaced or whatever it is, you pay for the services that they provide. And yoga itself is such a unique offering where it ultimately is a service to somebody. Say you're teaching them, meditation or asana or breath work. All of that is worthy of value of some sort. But we also have to take our yoga off the mat and be of service in a more holistic way. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like this. It could take a form of, going to a protest or volunteering in a soup kitchen or cleaning up trash, things like that, which is several things that I've done in my past. But it also can be something like this, where it's a free offering every week, donation based, I should call it, but basically essentially complimentary to you, and hopes that it will inspire you to donate. So this week's foundation is the Sierra Club. I've known about this organization for quite some time, but it feels very relevant right now when the administration and the White House has decided to remove regulation about climate pollution. As I've mentioned in the past, I'm a steward of the planet. I have always been an advocate of, reducing my consumption and consuming what I absolutely need and not trying to waste. And it's always a work in progress, and we all have opportunity around that. But it seems we're up against quite a bit of resistance to that idea of cherishing and appreciating the abundance that we are given on this planet. And so I really want to support organizations that still are fighting the good fight and promoting conscious consumerism, conscious consumption. And again, yoga is related to that because we are aware of our behaviors, of our consciousness, of our actions. The theme for today is actually really aligned with what I'm sharing. It's Brahmacharya, one of the yamas, again, the principles that we share with each other in yoga philosophy. And Brahmacharya is often associated with abstinence. So say you're going to be abstinent in like the sexual way. Say you're going to be celibate for an extended period of time because you really want to just tune into yourself and not be distracted by, lust or love or whatever it is. So it's often associated with that. And one of my primary teachers, Jason, has really really has taken a deep dive into yoga philosophy. So he really helped me understand that Brahmacharya is not so much about saying no to everything and abstaining. Also, this is kind of relevant for Lent right now, right? I'm abstaining from social media during the 40 days and 40 nights of Lent before Easter, just because I need a serious pause. YouTube, I don't include in that because I'm not completely consumed by YouTube all the time, although I'm sure I'm privy to that or susceptible to that, I should say. I'm getting distracted. Basically, it's not about abstaining completely. It's more about balance. So one of the translations of Brahmacharya that I've seen is unity. And I think about like the unity of opposites, the polarity that we experience in lots of yoga, lots of ways in yoga. I think it's less about completely abstaining from something, completely giving something up, and more about finding a balance. And that way we can live a more balanced existence. So I often think about Buddhism, how the Buddha believed in the middle path, and how you can have, say, for example, I love French fries. You can have French fries, but maybe you don't eat the entire serving in one sitting, right? Maybe you get a bag of chips that you enjoy, but you know that they're kind of like a treat. You don't necessarily eat the entire bag in one sitting. You have like a couple at a time, a little bit of balance, right? And then what do you crave after you eat French fries? Probably like a vegetable or a salad or something like that. So it's about abstaining from something for at least a certain amount of time, but also integrating more balance into that practice. How does this relate to movement? Well, I think I like to believe that I teach a pretty balanced class, so I'm not going to completely exhaust you and say do everything on the right leg and then do it all again on the left leg, right? We're going to move, we're going to pulse, we're going to progress in a very mindful, intentional fashion so that you feel more balanced at the end of the class. That seems like a no-brainer, right? But with the rise of power yoga, with the rise of heated yoga, with the rise of, say like berries or what is another good example? Like Soul Cycle, I'm not bashing these brands. I've obviously taken classes in those places, but I don't want to completely drain you physically. I want you to feel, my hope is that you feel a little bit more aligned. So I'm talking a lot again. I really do enjoy these little conversations. I hope you enjoy them too. But the theme today, it just, again, keeps on coming back as so relevant to where we are in the world. So there is extremism happening on our doorstep and beyond, right, in many other nations across the world. And so I think a lot of the collective, the humanity, the population is seeking a little bit more balance. And so of course they're going to go to the opposite end of the spectrum in hopes that we can find that equanimity, that balance, right? So we're not going to say we're never going to necessarily use fossil fuels again. I mean, while that would be a lovely idealistic state, we're not quite there yet. And we also can't be climate deniers and believe that there's no risk to our humanity, if that makes sense. Okay, so having said all that, Sierra Club is our foundation. I was in the middle of donating, but I had a little audio problem, so I will donate after this class is over. And I'm also, of course, donating my time for this channel today so that we can make sure this offering is available to many people, whether they want to contribute to the Sierra Club or not. This is a practice for you and for all of us, for the collective. So let's get started. I'm going to go press do not disturb because I heard a little noise on the computer. Don't want to distract you with notifications. Certainly don't need that. Let's get started in child's pose today. So go ahead and come onto hands and knees. You can go knees wide, toes together, knees wide, toes apart. Extend your arms out into the space in front of you. Walk your arms forward and then melt your chest, chin, or forehead to the floor. Let's begin. Capture the breath. Breathe in and let the breath go. Breathe out. Do it again. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, let it go. One more cycle. Breathe in. And let it go. Breathe out. Great. Now let's rise up to all fours, tabletop position. Bring your shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees for Bittilasana, cat's breath. As you inhale, stick your booty out, arch and extend your spine. First, it's cow pose. And then it's cat pose. Push into the hands, round your back body, curl chin towards your chest for cat. Do it again, please. Set the shoulders down the back, arch and lengthen cow pose. Exhale, push the earth away, round your back body for cat pose. One more time. Inhale, shoulders down the back, arch and extend, cow pose. Exhale, contract, hollow and round for cat pose. Let's come back to neutral. Bring your left hand to the middle of your mat, please. Take your right arm to the sky. Look at your right hand right away. Inhale, Let's thread the needle. Right arm underneath the left arm, and then rest into your outer right shoulder. Pause. Stay there. Maybe crawl your left arm forward out into the space in front of you. Stay there, maybe half bind. Left hand to your sacrum, or sneak it around for your right side. Stay there. Always an option to evolve it. You can extend your left leg. Maybe lift your left leg up hip height and breathe in. Breathe out. Release, left knee down, left hand down. Right arm sweeps up to the sky, look up, and then come back to all fours. I'm going to turn around just so you can see me a little bit better. Before we do the other side, let's get some organic movement going. So maybe shrug the shoulders up and down, circle the body in one direction or the other direction. Some people like to turn their fingertips to the sides of the mat, maybe even flip the palms so the fingertips face the kneecaps. Shrug the shoulders up and down, circle the head one direction or the other direction. Know that this intuitive movement is always available to you whenever you need it. Let's flip the palms face forward. Right hand to the middle of the mat, left arm to the sky. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, let's weave it. Left arm underneath the right arm and pause. Stay, maybe right arm goes forward. Stay, maybe half bind. Right hand to your sacrum or your left thigh. Stay, maybe extend the right leg, just straighten it. Toes reach down. Or float right leg up about hip height and pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm grateful I had the wall there. I was about to topple over. Happens to the best of us. Right knee down, right hand down. Left arm to the sky, reach it up. And then come back to all fours. Okay, today we're going to do something a little bit different. So you can space the side of the mat if you want. But eventually we're going to step the right foot between the hands. Pivot your left shin parallel with the back of the mat. And then rise on up to Parigasana. It's gates pose. Take your left hand to the back of the mat. Circle the right arm up and back to the space behind you like reverse warrior. Exhale, come on back to Parigasana. Extend right elbow to right thigh or right hand down to the mat, inside or outside the front foot. Left arm up and over, side stretch. Oh, feels so good. Come on back to center. Keep it flowing. Left hand down, right arm up and over, side bend stretch. Exhale, center, engage through the belly, extend, elbow to thigh, hand to the mat, left arm up and over. Maybe if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Come back to center. Reverse, left hand down, right arm up. Center, extend, elbow down or hand down, left arm up and over. Remember, this is the middle path, kind of the in-between. Come back to neutral. Straighten your right leg. Turn your toes to face the side of the mat, Parigasana. And then left hand's going to go down again, maybe to a block or maybe to the mat. Let's take a big yawn. Right arm's going to circle up and over and then swing it down and around. I'm going to back away so I'm away from the closet door. Circle again. Right arm up and over. Glorious side bend stretch. Exhale, down and around. One more time. Inhale, up and over and reach. Exhale, down and around. Here we go. Lift the right leg with the right arm in balance. Baby half moon pose. Stay there or hamstring curl, heel towards your butt. Do it again. Kick it out. Inhale. Turn the back of the leg on. Heel to butt. Exhale. One more time, team. Inhale, extend it. Kick it out. Exhale, heel to butt. Squeeze it in. Then reach behind you. Hold the right foot in your right hand and go for it. Bow pose. Press your pelvis forward. Keep the natural curvature of your lower back. Open through the shoulders. Open through the heart. And maybe look up for 3, 2, 1. Re-extend the right leg. Lower the right foot down. Come on back. Parigasana, gates pose. Turn your right toes out again. Bend the right knee. Let's take the hands to the hips. And just do a couple lunges. In and out, in and out. One thing I learned while I was with my teacher in Bali earlier this year was so much about ankle mobility, and I've always had some ankle trouble throughout my life, broken both ankles a few times. So want to keep the joint healthy there. So a lunge like this is of course good for your hips, good for your knees, but also really good for ankle mobility. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. So what I was saying, if you want to face the side of the mat, you can just come to kneeling, pat as you need to, and then we'll just switch legs. If you want to come back to tabletop and switch legs, that's fine as well, of course. Left knee over the left ankle, right shin parallel to the top or the front of the mat. Parigasana, gates pose, arms wide. It's like a warrior two, but kneeling. Reverse it. Right hand to the mat. Left arm up and over. Big side bend stretch. Exhale, center, Parigasana. Extend elbow to thigh or hand to the mat. Right arm up and over, side bend. Ooh, feels so nice. Exhale, come back to neutral. Keep it flowing. Reverse. Right hand down. Left arm up and over, side bend. Exhale, center. Extend elbow down or hand down. Right arm up and over, reach. Exhale, rise. Maybe again, if you feel confident and comfortable, close your eyes. Reverse it. Right hand down, left arm up. Exhale, center. Extend elbow down or hand down, right arm up and over. And then rise. Good job. Okay, straighten your front extended leg. Extend your left leg. Turn your left toes to the side of the mat. This is a variation of Parigasana Gates pose. Right hand to the top of the mat. Left arm up and over. Big circle. Bring it down and around. Like a big yawn. Circle your left arm up and over. Stretch. Feels so nice. Sunday morning. Exhale, down and around. One more time. Inhale, up and over and reach. Exhale, down and around. Lift the left leg with the left arm and balance. You can keep your left arm overhead or up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, hamstring curl. Heel towards your seat. Do it again. Remember, you're turning the back of the leg on. Kick it out. Exhale, squeeze it in. Heel to butt. One more. Inhale, kick it out. Exhale, heel to butt. Pause. Reach behind you. Hold the left foot in your left hand, and let's go for it. Kick, foot into hand, hand to foot. Balance happens here, right? You're obviously balancing on your right hand and your right knee, but you're also balancing the intensity. So you're not pushing your pelvis forward, overly pushing it. You're keeping that natural curvature of your lower back, broadening through the hips, broadening through the heart, and maybe even turning the gaze to the sky. Last 3. Kneeling bow. 2, 1. Re-extend your left leg towards straight. Lower the left foot back down. Come on up to Parigasana again. Turn your left toes out. Return your hands to your hips. I need to come away from the wall a little bit. Hands to hips, and we're just going to bend the left knee a little bit and then bring it out. Bend it in and bring it out. Remember the power of awareness, consciousness. Not overly doing it, not forcing something that doesn't feel like it's ready to be forced, right? You want to find a balance between effort and ease. It's one of the Yoga Sutras, Sthita and Sukha, balance of opposites. It shows up in so many ways. Okay, maybe just one more pulse, because I don't think I counted on the other side. It's fine, as many as you need. Feels good on the left side for me. Let's bring left knee back to meet the right knee. Go ahead and face forward again. And let's make our way to our first downward dog pose. So tuck your toes under, bend the knees a little bit, lift the booty high up and back, maybe twerk it out, bounce, bounce, bounce up and down. Especially after doing back bends, this feels pretty good for your sacrum. Spread through the fingers, supercharge the arms, shoulders by your ears, sitting bones up, heels to the mat. Take a big breath in and let the breath go out. We got to stretch the hamstrings a little bit, huh? Let's sweep the right leg high to the sky. My hammies feel tight. Stack the hips, bend the right knee. Enjoy the twist and pause. Maybe come up onto the right fingertips. I challenge you to do this a lot because it really helps you bring more awareness into your grounded leg and your grounded hand. So be wary that you're not toppling over, which is what I'm about to do, right? You want to keep that left leg stable. Outer hip in, side body long, and then you can twist any amount to the right. Both hands down if they're not, right leg up and back. Let's go knee towards your nose, step it forward, right foot, right thumb, lower the back knee down. Now you can use blocks outside of your fingertips. Outside of your front foot, or come onto your fingertips. Tuck the back toes under. Let's start with a low lunge today. And then exhale, pyramid teaser. Straighten-ish both legs, flex the right toes, and bow over your extended front leg. Let's do it again. Bend your front knee, lower the pelvis. Whew, feeling that today. Stretch it out. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, straighten, lift, and bow. One more time, yogis. Bend both knees. Drop your pelvis. Lift through the heart. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, straighten and fold. Okay, re-bend both knees. Just bring right knee back to meet your left knee, and then real simply, down dog. Nothing crazy. Spread the hands, lift the booty high up and back, Adho Mukha. Here we go, left side now. Left leg high to the sky. Take your time with this, no hurries. Bend your left knee, enjoy the twist. Right away, option to challenge your balance, come up onto the left fingertips. Keep pushing down through the right heel, through the right hand. And then make sure you're not leaning too far right so you kind of topple over into wild thing. There are times and places for that. It's not going to be today. Dial the outer right hip back. Press more into the right hand. Feel the stability and then twist from that strong foundation. So pretty. Both hands down. Left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, just enough so you can step through. Left foot, left thumb, right knee comes to the mat. Blocks or fingertips outside of your front foot. Allow the pelvis to drop. Allow the spine to lengthen. Low lunge. Then it's pyramid-ish pose. Straighten both legs. Flex your left toes and take a bow. Again, bend both knees. Lower the pelvis and lengthen the spine. Exhale, Parsvottanasana. Straighten, lift, and fold. One more time, team. Bend both knees. Lower the pelvis and extend the spine long. Exhale, nice and easy. Bring it back. Pyramid pose. What am I saying? Pyramid pose. Okay, rebend the left knee. Lower the right knee down. Bring the left knee back to meet the right knee. Once again, we go back down dog. Spread the hands, tuck the toes, send the booty high up and back. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. Breathe in. Feel the length in your spine. Breathe out. Maybe melt your heart a little bit towards the thighs. As Judith, my teacher, says, be less ambitious. Find balance. Amy says it too. Come onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Let's walk forward into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Now here's where blocks might be helpful, or I can just recommend bending the knees here, which I do often, to make this more accessible, standing forward bend. Keep stretching the hamstrings. Let's go halfway lift. Stick the butt out and extend the spine long. Exhale, drape upper body down towards the lower body, forward bend. Do it again, halfway lift. Check it out. Make sure the halfway lift is truly halfway. See my booty's back and the crown of the head forward, turning the back muscles on before we exhale, bow into it, standing forward bend. If you have the capacity, maybe this last time, straighten your legs. So lift the booty up and back, extend the spine long, transfer the weight forward onto the balls of the feet. So hips over knees, knees over ankles. And then from that strong, stable, straight leg formation, you drape your upper body down towards the lower body. Okay, finally, halfway lift, hands to hips. Stick your butt out, lead with your heart, and then rise on up. Whew, okay. Good thing I'm a little shorty because you can hopefully see me a little bit better in the camera. Let's try a standing balance pose today, okay? So come on up to stand, and let's just try pulling the left knee into the chest. So maybe give it a little tug, pull it in, thigh to belly, belly to thigh. Really easy to kind of lean back. You can see it in my side profile. Instead, lean forward, upright your spine, thigh to belly, heel to butt. Stay with this, but hands to hips or hands to heart. Now do the opposite, hamstring curl, heel towards your seat. Oh, that was so seamless. Let's do it again, just for viewers' sake. Hug it in, and then exhale, curl it back. Great. From here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt forward. Again, hamstring curl, heel to seat. Do it again. Lengthen, tilt forward. Exhale, heel to seat. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, tilt forward. Exhale, heel to seat. Pause. Left hand to your left foot. Usually grab the pinky toe edge with your thumb facing down. Maybe grab the big toe edge with your thumb facing up. And then here you are, dancer's pose. If you happen to have a chair or something you can balance on, you can use that. You can also do it at the wall. Maybe begin to kick, left leg back, right arm forward. This is called Natarajasana, king dancer's pose. You hold and breathe for 3. Hold and breathe for 2. and 1. Ooh, okay, unravel that. Do the opposite again. Hug the left knee into the chest, straight spine, stand up, and then release. Woo, my right leg is cooked. Shake out the right leg, shake out the left leg. Take your hips wide, take your feet wide. Shake, 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 shake. Twerk, 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 twerk. Having fun today. Okay. Balance, that's the theme, right? Brahmacharya. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, not too much of anything. Unity. Abstinence in a way, but also ultimately balance, right? Holiness is another word for it. So living a holistic lifestyle, it's a little bit more about balance. Let's do it again, other side. So I'm going to turn on profile other way. My left leg is the foundation, and I hug my right knee into the chest. So again, you can kind of play with this, maybe kind of teeter-totter back a bit. You'll see you're kind of off kilter. So you want to really be honest with yourself. See, I'm already falling off balance. Keep the left leg straight. Lift the thigh to the belly, belly to the thigh. More of an upright position. Pull the heel towards the butt, squeeze everything in. Try your best to keep that. Hands to hips or hands to your heart. And then do the exact opposite. Curl, heel to butt. You see that? Look at that. Do it again, just for good measure. Hug it in, straight up. Exhale, squeeze it back. Here's the progression. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, tilt forward, squeeze, heel to seat. Do it again. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, tilt forward, heel to butt. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt, heel to butt. Pause. Right hand to your pinky toe edge, maybe right hand to your big toe edge. And then you go for it. Kick your foot into your hand to your foot. Kick back, reach forward, and balance. Beautiful. Maybe left hand to a chair, to the wall, or just out in space. Dancer's pose, balancing so beautifully. Hold and breathe for 3. Balance. 2. Yes, again, do the opposite on 1. Hug right knee into the chest. Pull the thigh to the belly, belly to the thigh. Upright your spine, lift it, lift it, lift it. So strong. And then release. Right foot down, shake out your left leg, shake out your right leg. Take your feet wide and then circle the hips in one direction. Ah, well done, everybody. Really nice. Twerk, 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 shake, shake, shake. Sunday service, twerking included. Okay, stand up, top of your space. Inhale, arms up. And let's go ahead, swan dive down. Hinge at the hips with a straight spine, standing forward bend. Halfway lift, lengthen. Let's step the left foot back now, lower the left knee down. Let's go down to half split. So we do this one a lot as well. Drop your pelvis, lift your heart, into the left knee back. Bring it back now, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. You can walk your hands closer underneath your shoulders. Maybe start to tick-tock your right foot out a little side to side. I love this action because it targets all 3 hamstrings behind the leg. You get a little bit into the outer hip, IT band stretch. If you want more, I'm feeling energized, so I'm gonna go for it. Splits, send your right leg straight out in front of you. Hands to blocks or hands to the mat, left leg back. Hanuman is a great example about balance because you're stretching both legs in different directions, but you're also being a warrior, right? Think about Hanuman, the monkey god, flying across the Himalayas, super devoted to his king. He brings the whole mountain with him in devotion for the fight, right? And we need a lot of that power. Working through balance, but also working with perseverance, with strength, with heart. Yes. Come on back. Half split. Switch legs. Right knee back and just switch sides. Make our life super easy. Left foot forward, right knee down. Let's begin with a simple low lunge. Lower the pelvis, lift the heart. And then Ardha Hanuman. Inch the right knee back, straighten your left leg. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders and then tick-tock your left foot out side to side. Now, it's amazing to me. My left side always needs a little bit more attention than my right, probably because I'm right side dominant. But I feel so much more sensation in the left hamstrings, when I do any sort of particular hamstring focused activity, whether it's strengthening or stretching it. You can linger a little bit on the pinky toe edge if that feels good. You can stay in half splits, right? No shame in staying where you are. Otherwise, let's go for it. Hanumanasana, full splits, into the left leg straight forward, into the right leg straight back. Now, because I'm a little bit weaker on this side, I have to prioritize a bend of my left knee. So I'm not completely hyperextending in my left leg. And again, I'm going to find balance by kind of pulsing in and out, right? Not pushing myself or forcing anything. I allow gravity to slowly descend me into stillness, and I use my arms to pulse in and out of the shape. So if that's you, be honest with yourself. Don't force anything. Meet yourself where you are. Find balance. I don't think I could reach my arms overhead today on the left side. So I'm going to stay here with a little buoyancy in my booty and my hips and allow for the hamstring stretch just to take me down. Oh, here I am. I'm already down. That worked out nicely. 3 breaths. It's all a balance. Balance of opposites. It's essentially the same fable of Goldilocks, right? One of my favorite nicknames from college. Come on back, half splits. Bring the left knee back to meet the right. I used to have very blonde hair and curls, and I adopted that nickname at some point. Shake it out side to side. Not many people called me that, but I favored it. Goldilocks and the 3 bears is all about balance, right? It's just right. Not too big, not too small, just right. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. That's Brahmacharya in action. Cross the ankles, go ahead and sit your way down. To close, you can stay seated cross-legged, or maybe throw your legs at the sofa or legs at the wall. We're gonna finish with a little seated meditation. If you want to just lay in final rest, then go ahead and do that. If you want to find a seat or, maybe just a comfortable seated position with your pups nearby or legs at the wall or legs at the sofa, you can do that. Wherever you land, close your eyes. As always, I am so grateful for you for watching this video, for listening to my Dharma chat at the beginning, for being open to this co-creation, to being of service, whether that is simply showing up in solidarity or donating your time or your finances to an organization that's really advocating for the well-being of all humans, animals, the planet. There is a balance required to do this type of work. So say it's just the practice of yoga asana, you're always going to need a chance to rest. Say it's a protest, you're going to need time to organize. You're going to need time to prepare before you take action. And say it's perhaps showing up for yourself in times where you feel like it's impossible. You want to be able to give back to yourself, to tune inward, to pause, to rest, to make sure you're ready for the next chapter. And so may you take this concept of Brahmacharya, this idea of sovereignty, of holiness, of unity, with you throughout your day into the week ahead, but remembering the balance of opposites. Not too much, not too little, just right. Stay resting exactly as you are, or join us in a comfortable seat. Let's take the arms out wide, out to the sides of your space. expansion of energy outward, energy going out to all beings everywhere. And then draw all that energy in, hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra. With eyes closed, a soft jaw, soft brow. We'll close this practice with one cleansing breath. Breathe in. Offer it up, breathe out. From here, bow chin to your chest, forehead towards your fingertips with deep, deep love, respect, and so much gratitude. We bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining us, Cecil. That was such a treat to have you nearby. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, I'm so grateful that we are in community together, however that looks. And I just want to take a moment to honor you for showing up for this practice. You know, it's, I think the hardest part is to show up, just to get here and to carve out time for yourself, to tune in, to listen, to be present. I talked a lot today. I don't always do that in every class, but I am a chatty teacher. So please take some time out to be in your own silence today. Be a little more introspective, set up the stage for the week ahead, and do your best to carve out time for yourself so you can be of better service to each other. As always, thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you next time. Have a beautiful day.